So recently I joined StreamUp, and one of the first things I brought was the currency system, and this one is good. It is really nice and condensed. It's made it easy for you and everything. So where do you get it from? So if you go over to the StreamUp Team website, you go to products, you'll see currency system. Here it explains about it. You've got all the documentation there to help you get to grips with it in text form, and there's how you download it. Pardon me. There's where you download it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to download it, and you'll get in the folders there'll be a SB file. You just make sure that your DLL is up to date and all that, but you'll get these actions. So I'm just going to enable these actions because I've disabled them for a reason. And the first thing you want to do is open up the settings. Now this will say points, but you can call it whatever you want. So if you want to change the name of your points, you can. But in this setting menu, we're going to just change in a lot of things, and this is where you will change everything. So points, min and max points per chat. So every time people chat, they get given a random amount of points, and that's what controls this. But this is the cooldown, so they can only do it once every 15 seconds according to these settings. This is 50 for the first word. So the first time they chat in that stream, they'll get 50. If they don't chat, they won't get them 50. And again, present viewers, every time they're in the present viewers tick, they'll get 50 as well. These are changeable. So if your present viewer tick happens every 10 minutes, you may want this at 100, 200. If your happens every 1 minute, you may want this a bit lower, like 10 or something. And this is per dollar tip. This pretty much comes from YouTube, but it will work for the tipping support, which to an extent, a bit later, what I'll explain a bit later on, but that's how that works. So that's 200 per dollar tipped. That's US dollars, and that's how it works. Here is Twitch. This is the Twitch events. So point per bit, point per T1, T2, T3, mum sub. Now, mum sub means that if they sub at tier 1, they're going to get 300. If they've done it for 10 months, they're going to get another 100. So they get 400 in total. And again, if you don't want this, you put this as 0. As you know, same with raid here. They get 250 for the raid, and for every viewer they bring, they're going to get an extra 5 points. Again, if you don't want that, you can put that to 0. Here's points per follow and points per gift sub. Gift sub I just set at a certain amount because it's too difficult. YouTube, again, new sub, new membership, months, again, that works the same way as subs, and gifted. Notice subs, not all subs will get them because not everybody makes their subs public. And again, it's just how it is. If StreamUp can't see it, it can't do anything with it. So if you don't get your 100 points for subbing, that's on you. Here is the commands and what they output. So the output message will get points, user has points name. And again, same for all the ones for adding points, adding to all, setting to all, setting points, resetting, all that jazz. Here is where you control if the message comes to where they got the command from. So if I do points on Twitch, it'll only say on Twitch, Terry Darts has X amount of points. If you untick this, it will say to YouTube as well that Terry Darts has X amount of points. So it'll say to both channels. So it's up to you if you want that on. And this is if you want the message to come from the bot account. A lot of people use bot accounts. This controls that. And once you've got all the settings saved, you just press save. And then you are set up. You are pretty much set up. You've got your commands. You remember you'll have to go into commands and enable commands, just wherever they are. Here you can go group and enable all, just turn them on. Check your permission for your add-ins, do that. You got your events. If you don't want people to get events for certain points for certain events, like chat messages or follows, here is where I would turn them on and off. Turn them to 0 means they won't get any points, but if you just disable them, here, that's the easiest way as well. That's an easy way. And here's your tipping spot. So when people tip, I'm going to show you on the side menu that it can't give the points automatically. Just can't do it. So it don't know if that tip has come from a person on YouTube or on Twitch. It don't know what their user ID is. It don't actually know who it actually is. Just remember, you do stream elements, you can put in any name you want. Same with Streamlabs, you can put in any name you want. So it never really knows who sent the donation. So what it will say instead is, if this has worked, it's going to say the name of the person has tipped, for how much of tips. For this case, it's going to say $42 US. But if that were in pounds, it would say something different. This works out as $42 US. Obviously, it's the same currency. But if it didn't, it would tell you what roughly it is in US dollar. And then it'll say that they require this many points. So if you knew it was, you could get your mods in to add the points so people can still get the points for tipping. But it's just impossible to do it automatically. If anything goes wrong, there's a fail message, which that will be used for a lot of the games. So that is really important if you want that, to just know that why something goes wrong. And that is it. That is the current system installed. It is a really easy install. You literally just import it, do the settings, run through the settings. I've talked through all the settings, and then it will just run. And if you want to create your own games with a point, remember the variable is points. So we can go into persisted user, Twitch, and if we go under the pen, we can see points there, and it uses it. Remember, points is a long, so just be careful if you are wanting to do your own things with the currency system. But if you, I might cut that bit out. So there's a currency system all installed. If you do have any questions, do reach out to me. But until next time, I'll see you later.